Chris, how could you do that? How could you post that picture of me on the internet? Why did you even make it?
I did it to show them I'm not gay. Now you are mad at me, aren't you? Are you going to stop seeing me now?
I'm not your girlfriend and I never will be. When I say, don't touch me, that means don't touch Emmy. What may seem friendly to you is sexual harassment to me. You whine that you're just being friendly, but you obviously have no consideration for my feelings. The way you went off on Nina, because she patted me on the head, was very rude and uncalled for. Just because someone else has made physical contact with me doesn't give you the authority to do so. Remember, I have the right to decide who can come near me.
I understand. You may or may not have had much exposure to sexual images as I've had, so the idea of a hand job, which was the act drawn there, as part of intercourse versus intercourse, was a surprise to you. I'm sorry. If it helps put things into perspective, I can recommend finding information on the internet through this educational website I found through atomy.com. Or I recommend renting The 40-Year-Old Virgin. That movie touches on some of the issues around sex, and how it can really frustrate an older virgin who hasn't had the pleasure yet, or I can loan you my copy of The 40-Year-Old Virgin. The point is allowing yourself more exposure to sex acts, to make yourself feel more comfortable with that fact of life.
I just don't know what to say now. I'm very much scarred by that image, and it will never leave me. And I can't decide what's worse, the image in general, or the fact you intentionally drew it, and gave it to the webmaster for that site, that you hate so much. Not only have you poured gas on the fire by doing that, adding obscenity to the already horrific site, but you have also embarrassed and humiliated me, and degraded and demeaned me, whether you realize it or not. I mean, I'm not that kind of girl, and you know that. So why? And you also lied to me about it. Between that and my recent heartbreak, how am I to trust another man again? Simply put, I can no longer trust anyone now. You have very much hurt me on an emotional level. And when I get hurt emotionally, it'll take a physical toll. As a no appetite, feeling tired and sick, no sleep. So I'm unsure what to do about this. I can't say I really think of you the same anymore, I'm sorry to say.
Megan, sweetheart, I will give you as much space as you need during your time of recovery, and learning how to cope with it, and put it into your own perspective. But please remember, I will always worry about you, and even though you may not feel the same about me as you did before, I still care, and love you very much.
Okay, well look, I'm unsure how I feel, and what to do. So here's what I think. I'd like for you to just completely leave me alone for a while, until I can sort things out myself, you understand? It's not like I hate you, but I don't see you in the same light anymore. So just leave me be for a while, let me try to recuperate with my few other friends. And maybe we can just start from scratch sometime. Maybe, I don't know, just depends on how I feel, okay? So please let me be, and let me see how it goes, okay?
I am hurting so much more than you can be, because I have been taking the abuse from those jerks on ED. If you want to get it all off the article, be my guest, make your account, send your message of the resistance, and delete the major chunk off the page and edit. They will only undo your missile barrage of damage in one felt swoop. As for the drawing itself, I've realized that it was done not only out of inspired fantasy, angst against ED, and love for you, but also a major release from my crazy mixed-up hormones. If I didn't have the foresight to put my pent-up frustrations and feelings in the form of something, I might have become an abusive maniac. So thank God for allowing me to release my bottled-up frustrations in a more positive, yet not so politically correct, and not physically hurting others, method.
Well, first of all, I can't put this behind me, because I don't feel comfortable around you anymore. Especially since you said you drew that, so you wouldn't do anything stupid. What does that mean? Abducting me and raping me? I'm afraid I can't trust you anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't like being around men like that. Just leave me alone.